Hey guys, hope you're doing well. As you can tell by the title of this video, it is officially the end of an era for my Fusion. That is because as of today, we are officially selling my Mustang style headlights. Now the reasoning for this you guys will see in a few weeks, but as of right now they're already up on eBay. And I'm doing eBay for feasibility because I understand not everybody would be able to access them if I put them, say, on Facebook. Plus this way I don't have to go back and forth between like 50 different chats answering questions. Now these are definitely one of the most notable aspects of my car. I'm still getting questions on them to this day, but thankfully I have documented my entire experience with them. So I'm going to walk you through some of the ins and outs and functionality of these things, as well as answer a bunch of the questions I more commonly get. And lastly, I'm also going to give you a rundown of the components that make up these headlights in case you want to replicate this build yourself. So these are the Mustang style headlights styled after the S550. And when they announced the S550 in 2015, I think it was, I was really drawn into the styling, so being able to get a little piece of that onto this car, the Mustang's little brother, if you will, I was definitely really excited. And I told myself if I reached 600 subscribers, I would match $1 to each subscriber and pick up these headlights. Now the really cool thing is that these headlights they make for all years of Fusions for the second gen, so 2013 to 2016, these will fit. And they do make these for 2017 plus Fusions as well. My buddy Alex has a set and he customized those. They look really cool. So it is all definitely doable for whatever year Fusion you have, as long as it's a second gen. So these headlights have been on my car for a few years and several thousand miles. So they could definitely use a good polish, and we did just catch rain, so they're a little dirty right now. Now as for functionality, right out of the box it has dual projectors. This is the low beam and this is with the high beam. These gills right here function as your turn signals, and then out of the box it does come with halos. However, it's not these halos. The halos that it came with originally are just simple LED halos that's just like a single color, but that was definitely something that I wanted to address in the retrofit. So went over to the retrofit source and actually found some halos. So they do sell them in sets. I got 2 sets of 80mm halos, and then with that I also got the Morimoto XBT controller to control them. The controller functions as power, as well as a module that you can connect your phone to via Bluetooth and control them from your phone. But to give you guys a little bit more of a specific look, these 2 wires right here are for the halos. As you can see, they're in this braided sleeve, so they are very durable, and then they just clip onto the control box, so it's actually very easy to install them and remove them, as you can see I did right here. And hopefully it goes without saying, but all the wiring aspects you're going to need are going to be supplied in the kit, so it's basically for the entire setup. Now to basically get full functionality out of these headlights, it's pretty much 2 parts. For normal operations such as the projectors, turn signals, all that stuff, it's basically just plugging it in. I do have the video that I posted when I initially made it. I'm gonna link in the top right corner. That is like a step-by-step guide, but it really is just plugging it in. And the second part is for the functionality of the halos, and it's basically just connecting this module right here to power, which is basically super simple. It's just 2 wires, a positive and a ground. So you can see the ground over there, and then the positive is right here in this little terminal by this fuse box. So the main thing that I usually use is the color wheels. You can see right here, so they're usually purple for me. We can bring them all the way around. It's really nice. And you can adjust the brightness as well. And there's fade, strobe, you can adjust the speed, and whatnot. And then there's also themes. They can just choose right here. This is probably one of the most notable ones just because it goes through the entire cycle of colors. And say you want to save this as a favorite, you just put the heart right there. And if you go down here to favorites, you actually see some of the other favorites like that. Super easy to use. Now one thing that we did learn about these halos is that they actually have a turn signal feature, as you can see right here. So the gills are obviously the main turn signal, but now the actual halos are the accessory turn signal. So it actually looks really cool. It's a really nice feature. And they do this basically for the fact of if you have older headlights that you're digging into that don't have a super prominent turn signal, you can basically relocate them to the halos. But because it does have that feature, we just connected the 2, and this is how it came out. I do also have these 2 pieces that I'm selling on eBay. This is a roof console and a rear dome light. These came out of my MKZ, but they are direct swaps for the Fusion, and they're factory black, so if any of you guys are looking to do the tan to black conversion, these would be ideal. Now, these you can find every once in a while, but I think these are getting a little bit harder to find just because they had a few variations of rear dome lights. I know they had one that was like on the other side of the headliner, so it actually didn't even have a shape. It was just like a light bar. I don't really know the specifics of it, but I am trying to keep these together so they go to a Fusion owner that is doing that swap. So the headlights, along with all the components to replicate this build, are going to be linked in the description box down below, so make sure to check those out. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one.